Hi, I'm Shane with etrailer.com. Today I'm going to walk through how to install the CURT Front Mount Hitch on your 2018 Jeep JL Wrangler Limited. This is what our hitch is going to look like when it's installed. This is going to give us the ability to add items on the front of our Jeep if our hitch on the back is being used. For instance, we can put cargo carriers, bike racks. We can put winches on here. Maybe you want to put a front tire or spare tire carrier on there. This is going to help with even moving trailers if you move trailers a lot. It's going to make it a lot easier to move those trailers around, or even a snow plow. This hitch is going to work great for all of those. This is going to be a 2" by 2" receiver tube opening. Reinforced collar, give us a little extra stability there. Hitch pin hole is going to be 5/8 inch in diameter. It's going to take a standard 5/8 hitch pin. Hitch pin and clip does not come with this hitch, however it can be found here at etrailer.com. It's going to come with all the necessary hardware. It's not going to require any welding or drilling to get it installed. This is a very simple installation. Black powder coated finish. It's going to be steel construction, so it's going to be very durable. The black powder coat finish is really going to hold up well against that rust and corrosion. There is one other option for a front-end mounted hitch on your Jeep, and that's going to be the draw tight. The difference between the two is the draw tight, or with the CURT I should say, it's going to have a plate that mounts to reattach these bolts down here on the bottom. With the draw tight, you're not going to have that. With the CURT and being able to reattach these bolts on the bottom, you're going to have a lot less likely that the bottom of the pan is going to flap around. It's not just going to be held on by your push pin fasteners up underneath the bumper. Now I'm going to give you a few measurements and weight capacities to help you when deciding on any of your hitch mount accessories you may need, such as a bike rack, ball mount, cargo carrier. From the center of our hitch pin hole to the outermost part of our bumper is going to be about 8 inches. That number is important for any of your hitch mount accessories like your bike racks and cargo carriers that may fold up against your vehicle. From the ground to the top innermost part of your receiver tube is going to be 18 inches. Keep that number in mind for any of your hitch mount accessories that may require a little bit more ground clearance. Now, as far as our weight capacities go, we're going to have a 350-pound max tongue weight, which is a downward pressure on the inside of the receiver tube. So whatever you may be loading on it, you want to make sure you're not exceeding that downward pressure. With this being a front-mounted hitch, we're going to have a 9,000-pound straight line pull. That's how much the hitch can pull. Always recommend checking the owner's manual of the Jeep and make sure the vehicle can withstand that amount of weight. You're going to go with the lowest number between the vehicle and the hitch. I always recommend also to make sure that the front axle can handle that amount of weight. Now that we've gone over some of the features, let me walk you through how to get it installed. To start our installation, we need to remove this plastic pan. Take a flathead screwdriver or a trim panel tool. We're going to have some fasteners that run across the bottom side of the bumper. We're going to pry out the center, and then we'll pull out the whole thing. This panel here, you're going to have one up behind it that you'll need to remove. We're going to take a 5/16 socket. We're going to have a bolt here and a bolt on the other side. And then we'll set this aside. Then we're going to take a 5/8 socket. We're going to remove this metal guard. Push up. When we're putting our hitch up, we're going to have two brackets look like this. Each bracket's going to have a little tab on it. You want that tab to face in. Hex bolt, conical tooth washer, make sure the teeth are facing towards the hitch. We're going to line up with the existing weld nuts. We're going to go through the bracket into the hole. We're going to have the same thing on the other side. We're going to be putting our hardware into the frame rail, and we're going to come out of this hole and this hole. Hardware we're going to be using, the bolt and a plate. We're going to go in through the hole in the frame rail, slide it into the hole, and put on the nut. For our bottom one, we're going to have to come up through the bottom, so make sure you don't tighten this lower bolt. Slide this plate to the side a little bit. This one may be a little tight. There. And then we're going to repeat that same thing on the other side. We'll take a 17mm socket and wrench. We're going to torque or tighten and then torque all our hardware to the specifications and the instructions. On this plate that we removed, you're going to have a metal clip on the end. We're going to take it off. We're going to put it on the bottom of each plate that we installed. Then for your front rock guard, just follow the instructions on how to cut it. You will have to cut this little tab off to get it to slide in between your bumper and your hitch. And then we can reinstall our pushpin fasteners and our 2 factory bolts to hold up the backside of our pan. Once you have your pan back on, you're ready to go. That's going to do it for a look at and installation on the CURT front mount hitch on our 2018 Jeep JL Wrangler.